Hello, good morning. Welcome to the crypto market inspection, 8th of January 2025. Let's jump straight into the market. We're starting with Bitcoin here on the weekly time frame. So, what do we have and what happened yesterday? So, let's uh let's just find our range first. Okay, not just like we did yesterday. I like starting with a fresh chart in the morning. It really helps you reset your mind and all of that. So yeah, I'm gonna use this as my range low, and I'm gonna use this as my range high. Now let's find the mid level. Let me go down on the daily actually here. This is my mid. Let's have that in black, and that's how it looks like now. Let's put it like this. Okay, so what happened yesterday? Um, we didn't have a very well-timed market yesterday. And it was a good day for the people who are at least not so bullish at the moment. And I'm actually really happy with this movement we had yesterday. So, um, I mean, we were looking to sweep this high. Did we sweep this high? No, we did not sweep this high. We may have done so on the perpetual charts, but since I'm looking at this one, this is we have not swept it. Okay, um, we did not. Oh, sorry. We did not tap into this one daily fair value gap, which is resting here. So, and yeah, and these highs, it's going to be equal highs for us in the future to take out, which is very good. So I actually really like that we made equal highs up here because that means there's going to be a lot of liquidity resting up here, and hopefully you can go down first. Let's get more into that. So what I'm looking at mostly here is at least I drew this yesterday in the video. We had this daily SR flip, which I was looking for price to hold. And let's put this in red like so. Okay, so this was our, what I like calling it, a daily auction. And price broke it, right? We had this daily closure below this low and this low, and the whole, like, we bearish engulfed this candle. Okay, so at the moment we're, I mean, you can speculate on this, of course. Well, maybe there's a head and shoulder forming here or whatever. We broke structure here, so this is the higher low. Like anything can happen. Of course, anything I'm saying here is not set in paper and it's not true, right? So, but range-wise, what I would be looking for uh, in this scenario is as something like this. Like I had this as um, my local range high, and this is my local range low. So if if you look at this, we have a range inside of a range, and the mid range matches good with the local high. Okay, so I pull back into this. It could make sense. We could take out this low, take out this low, and take out all of these significant lows. Right? There's obvious liquidity resting below here, and yeah, like I said, um, I think the lows here are really important. Let me just remove this local range for now. If you just draw some wicks down here, like I like going on the weekly to just see where's the most obvious liquidity resting, right? Where's the most obvious? Well, it's these two right here and this one. And this one has a 1 weekly fair value gap resting below it. And these are hard to catch in a very trending environment. And once we have the chance to do so, you'll be happy that price actually trends down there, and you can buy spot on alts and whatever, just buy a lot here. But however, yeah, there's a daily for value gap down here below the reach low, and I like finding my triggers off order blocks. And there is a H4 order block actually in this cluster right here before we had a little expansion to the upside, which made our range low. And I'm just gonna pull this one out like so. Let's put this in let's put this in gray, and this is our H4 order block. Okay, we're gonna just type it like that. So, yeah. So what I want to see is I want to see price actually start. Uh, there's a high chance we can get like some sort of pullback here, but I'm hoping for that we can sweep these lows, sweep the range low into this H4 for, order block, maybe even tap somewhere into this region. I'll tell you why in a little. And then once we see a clear reclaim, you have the chance to jump in, put your stops below, and target the highs. Because if it looks like a range and it trades like a range, you might as well play the range. And it probably is a range, right? And we are, to the naked eye, really range bound, as you can see. We are not moving like this anymore. We are range bound, okay? So, and I also wanted to add something extra onto this chart here. If you go on the daily, I think this is very important. Obviously, the Fib- Fibonacci level from the low all the way up to the high right there. Okay, so now what do we have here? So you do have the 0 0.5 of the entire move to the upside since Donald Trump won, and since the high in December, this entire impulsive move up. Okay, now you have the 0 0.5 level resting inside of this H4 order block that we drew, and it matches with our range low, taking that out and sweeping some liquidity below it, and potentially waiting for a reclaim of the range and trading it higher. And not only that, we have the stochastic RSIs finally, or not finally, but they're rolling over again, which is a sign for me of weakness in the market, and that gives a higher chance of us taking out these lows here and reaching the range low and tapping into this area. I mean, there is a possibility we could see the 0.618 as well, as it is resting between this daily fair value gap here. I did earlier have a range low drawn from here to the high, so it is valid to go below here. I wouldn't really place that big of a limits down here. I would be cautious, at least have a very wide stop loss or use manual stops, like at least a daily closure below the low of this one daily for value gap. So you could put your stops manual below here at least. I don't know how like a swing stops like a daily close below here, then you can. But that's just a quick brief of what I'm thinking for execution for now. But um, yeah, that's basically what we're looking at the moment. I wanted to look at the RSI just as relative strength here too. Yeah, you see, we're it looks like we are heading lower. Um, it does kind of like match with a sweep of the 30 level, I guess. And yeah, so the stocks and the RSIs are in confluence. It looks like. Um, here also, we did close back above the daily EMAs. I wanted to look for a scalp long on another chart I have on BTC. I posted it on my Twitter or my X yesterday. Um, got stopped out on that. I'll go through that on Sunday in the video of all the trades I took this week. But yeah, we did not hold this, and it looks like the daily EMA is about to roll over again. But you know, anything can happen, of course. We could probably still stay green if you get above and flip this, whatever. But in a range environment, this is normal, right? You're gonna see them go roll over and in and out of each other a lot. Um, a great example of that is what we had here, right? Um, yeah, I'm a little bit sick, guys, so if you hear me sniffing my nose, that's why. Yeah, so that's my thought process for BTC at the moment. Let's head over to Ethereum. Just give me 1 second. Let's see here. Okay, so Basically, we're gonna start out by drawing our range here on Ethereum. Start on the weekly. Let's do it in red like we did on the other chart too. It's a sick color, so we might as well like that. And let's put this as our low. I'm not gonna draw a mid range here because I feel like the mid range on Ethereum is not really that valid. It's not respected as well. Like maybe it got respected here in here, but I mean like yeah, the mid range is like I know like trading, getting into position around the mid range for me is not. I don't really like doing it that much because it's usually a place where people take profit at. It's not really a place you want to like get into a direction, right? Um, if you see your trigger in your system and you have the execution possible, yeah, you could take it. But to me, the mid range, it is in the no man's land. I want to do my business as the extremities of the range and not anywhere between here, right? That's how that's the key to training ranges. So yeah, you know. But yeah, where does the liquidity lay now? Where's the obvious liquidity here? It's here. Let me put this in black. It's at the exact 3100, very psychological round number, and we have this low right here. So, um, yeah, it's as simple as that. We kind of want to just look at the 12 and the 25 and what we claim, right? We're still above them, right? Um, to be honest, I think we will stay above them still if we somehow like get a nuke into this level. I think this will get bought up pretty quickly. I don't think this will flip completely over bullish. And I mean bearish, sorry. So yeah, I mean, and we are bouncing on them right now, so maybe a sweep of this low and not this low. We could be see price going higher, a lot higher, for example. But let's go on the daily. How's the daily look? Um, yeah, okay. So remember, I drew this little like small local range here. Let me put this in black. And then I had like my high up here somewhere. Okay, so what did we do in this range? Well, um, we did sweep this little high here into this daily fair eye gap, which I think a lot of people look at. Um, and we rejected pretty hard in confluence with BTC. So for now, it's kind of the same on BTC and ETH. I think a small relief, like relief pump into this area, and then if we did not take out these lows, because we left so many lows behind on Ethereum, you, you could say you could even have this as a small range too, like I explained in the last video, I think. This was like our this was somewhat of our like also another range. Now I guess a little messy. I'm gonna remove this real quick, but I'm just explaining. We were bouncing between here, and we held exactly this level really well before going higher. So leaving these lows without a little sweep before going higher is it's a hint that we might take them in the future because equal highs and equal lows likes being taken out. Oh, a sweep of this and higher, yeah, possible, but I'm not really interested in this as this is in the middle of my high time frame range. So it's as simple as that. I kind of want to just look in confluence with BTC that price sweep these lows, and I want to look for the market structure to change a little on the lower time frame to see if I can find a trigger. If not, placing a fat stink bid somewhere down here. I know there's a 6 hour order block resting here, and it is a possibility that we might tap into it. So like a swing long would look something like this. It will look like a almost 2.7 hour, which is really great if you're swinging. Let me find it for you guys. Just go to 6 hour. Yeah, it's right there. It's in the middle of this entire leg up. Let's call it that. Let's call it the H6 order block. Okay. So I mean, if you look at it like this, we were moving higher. We're kind of doing this now, right? So I mean, a possibility of this level getting tested. I think. I mean, this entire inefficiency, at least here from the range low to this low at 3K. Yeah, I think there's a high possibility we'll see that. Um, we got the stochastic flipping over again as we're trending lower and lower. So yeah, a nuke somewhere into this level, I think is pretty valid. And try to time it with how BTC looks. How yeah, I mean, this is very nice. You got the if you know, you know. 0.75 is key. Um, in a Fibonacci, it's the most key level to get a really good bounce from. And where my fib go? Alright, I'm confused. Let's just put it again. So you have this 0.75 resting exactly at the range low, which is a very good confluence. So I mean, yeah, I would say it's a possibility we see this. Um, we did bounce here in the equilibrium before, which makes sense. It's the golden pocket area, so bounce from there. But yeah, retesting this again now. I mean, yeah, in a fib mindset, you want to see the 0.75 level almost. There's a high chance of front running it, of course, but yes, something like this is what you want to see happening, in my opinion. Okay, and yeah, the daily EMA is flipped over bearish again. Um, so yeah, a continuation to the lows here. A potential short scalp in here. I don't know if I'm take it or not, but I'll be posting that on Twitter if I do. But just remember that we are in no man's land here. We're in the choppy environment. Anything can happen. We could pump to 5K if we want to. But yeah, look for liquidity sweeps. Play the range. And one more thing I wanted to add. I wanted to see this range on BTC dominance. So you got BTC dominance kind of like, yeah, trading lower, it looks like. Yeah, actually, let me remove this. There's one range I was looking at earlier that was something like this. So you have this is your high, this is your, yeah, this is your high, and this is your low. So this is mostly regarding alts, and I wanted to add the yearly open. Yeah, okay, yeah, there you go. Sorry, that took a while. I don't know why. So you got the yearly open here. Um, let's put this in this color, very bright, nice color. Um, let's call it the YO yearly open. So I mean, what do we have here? We're kind of like holding the mid level here on BTC dominance. So I mean, like we did trade lower. Alt's got a bit of release right off the bat. As BTC went higher. Now, what you want to see from this level, to be honest, is um, I think there's a chance we reject somewhere around this level. I don't know if we can add like a POC here, like yeah, I don't know. We are above it. We have tagged it, but like a rejection from here, feel well below this inefficiency, but it struggles to get up again. I think we could see like a really nice relief on alts, and they will go a lot higher if we go for this low at 54.56%. It's just a little chart I saw that I want to take a look at, but yeah, it's in the mid range. It's choppy, so it's hard to tell what it's gonna do, to be honest. But looking at the weekly, it doesn't have a weekly lower week yet. which I kind of like. We still have 4 days and 14 hours left of the week, so yeah, there's a possibility we could make like a weekly low. And but I mean, yeah, if you got BTC going lower as well, high chance Alter can bleed more. Uh, but yeah, I would say that would just be opportunity for you to buy because big alt season is on the way. Yeah, I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Peace.